What's up guys, and welcome to Hari's Hobbies, the channel where we discuss the latest tech news and delve into newest tech products. Today, we are taking a look at if you should snatch a new Ryzen CPU due to the crazy deals that are ongoing right now. For example, the Ryzen 3 1200 is at an all-time low for its price, so should you snatch one of these while you have the chance? But before we discuss that, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you already haven't to be updated with the latest tech news related to gaming and PCs. So first of all, before we talk about if you should buy it, we should talk about why the prices are dropping in the first place. So why are the prices dropping? Well, if you guys didn't already know, Ryzen 2 is just around the corner and is coming out very soon. As a result, retailers want to sell out all their inventory because after Ryzen 2 comes out, people will be more inclined to buy Ryzen 2 instead of Ryzen 1, and plus Ryzen 2 is offering some great value, and so it doesn't really make sense to go back and buy an outdated product after that. So their sales will go down a lot, and so they want to be able to sell out everything before it's too late. Also, according to some leaked specs, first of all, these are leaked specs, so keep that in mind. But anyway, according to some leaked specs, the flagship of the next series, which is the 2700X, has a max frequency of 4.35 GHz and a base frequency of 3.7 GHz with 8 cores and 16 threads, and it only costs $370 at MSRP. If you guys remember last generation, the 1800X was pretty close to it in specs, maybe around like 9-10% less performance, but it was $500. So it's obviously $130. So if these leaks are true, then retailers probably know about that. And they know that once the consumer knows about this, no one's actually gonna buy a Ryzen CPU, because they know that even though the Ryzen 2 CPU is more expensive, it's actually better because the 1800X is on a crazy deal right now, and that's why it's $330, while the Ryzen 2 2700X is not on a deal. It's just an MSRP, but it's very close to it in price. Plus, the 2700X actually comes with the Wraith Prism cooler, so that's the added value right there. So as you guys can see, the next generation of CPUs from AMD is coming out very soon, and it is thought to have a significant performance upgrade at about 10%, and it brings much more value to the market, and so retailers want to get their Ryzen 1 CPUs out as soon as possible, and that's why you are seeing all these crazy price drops in the last few days. So, should you buy one right now or wait? Well, in my opinion, I think there's 3 reasons why you guys should just wait a little bit more until Ryzen 2's release to make that final decision. So, as for the first reason, when Ryzen 2 comes out, not only is Ryzen 1 gonna drop, but its motherboards are also gonna drop. So this can be a full downward trend for the prices of original Ryzen 1 products and the things that go along with it. So as a result, you might be able to see $20 to $30 off like B350 and X370 motherboards, and same goes with the Ryzen 1 CPUs as well. As a result, you guys can save a good amount of money by simply waiting for the next generation of CPUs to come out. As for reason number 2, using that money you guys save from waiting, you guys can actually upgrade your CPU. For example, let's say you're thinking about buying the 1800X with a X370 motherboard. So let's say that X370 motherboard goes down by $30. So let's say you're planning to buy a 1800X right now for the retailer price of $330 and get the motherboard for, let's say, $200 just for sakes. So now you're saving $30. You can use that same money, and guess what? And now you can get a Ryzen 2 2700X for the same price using that money you saved. You would only have to spend an extra $10 to be able to afford it. And plus, AMD is very lenient, and they let Ryzen 2 CPUs work with X370 and B350 motherboards from first generation, so that's definitely a plus, and it gives you much more flexibility on upgrade options. So overall, if you wait just a little bit more, you may even be able to get a better product for the same price that you are willing to spend right now. As for reason number 3, the new CPUs are actually bringing the same value as current CPUs. For example, think about the 1800X. 8 core, 16 threads, 3.6 GHz and 4 GHz, right? And that costed $500 at the beginning, and now it's discounted at $330. So if we divide the gigahertz by the amount of dollars you're spending, at the end, for every dollar you're spending, you're getting 12.1 megahertz of performance. Now let's do the same math with the 2700X. It's 3.7 GHz base and 4.35 GHz boost. So if you divide that 4.35 by the price of $370, then you get 11.8 megahertz of performance per dollar. So as you can see, it's very close, 11.8 and 12.1. And did I forget to mention, the 2700X comes with the Wraith Prism cooler. So if you were thinking about getting the 1800X with a normal air cooler like the Hyper 2 Total Evo, which would cost about $30, then you don't have to do that with the 2700X because it comes with it. So in reality, the 2700X only costs $340 because it also includes the cooler. So when you do the math then, 4.35 divided by $340, you're actually getting 12.8 megahertz of performance for every dollar you spend. So by waiting and buying the 2700X or any of the Ryzen 2 CPUs, you're actually getting the same value, if not more value, by waiting. So those are the 3 reasons you guys should wait. You can get more performance or save a bit of money. As a bonus reason, you can go and tell your friends that you're on the most latest platform available. So if you guys care about that, that's definitely a plus as well. Next up, should you just buy the current generation Ryzen CPUs if you think that they're a good deal and you don't care for more performance? Well, I mean, if you don't really care about the little bit more performance that you're gonna get or the little bit of money you're gonna save, then I guess yes, you might as well just go and buy it because you're still gonna be satisfied with it and it's gonna perform the same that's always been performing. So there's not a performance loss, it's just that you could get more performance. But since you don't care about that, it's alright. But if you're on the fence, you're like, I would like more performance, but at the same time, I don't know if it's worth waiting, then let me tell you, it's definitely worth waiting because you're getting 10% more performance and at a cheaper price than it's ever been offered before. So it's definitely worth waiting. Also, on Amazon, the CPUs are actually $20 to $30 less. For example, think about the 8700K right now. It's usually $360, but right now on Amazon it's only $330. So the Ryzen 2 2700X may even be cheaper, which will be even bigger value for you guys. So I would definitely recommend that you guys wait because you guys can get a significant amount of more performance or save a bit of money too. So that's why you should or shouldn't wait for the Ryzen 2 CPUs. But either way, these Ryzen 2 CPUs actually bring up a lot of debate as what Intel is going to do. Think about how much we've been ripped off for the last couple of years by Intel. Like literally just 1 year ago, the 7700K, which was the flagship of Intel, only had 4 cores and 8 threads, and its base frequency was 4.2 and its max was 4.5 GHz. As you guys can see, it's very comparable to the Ryzen 2 2700X when you think about it as double performance. You're getting double the amount of cores at almost the same max speed at 4.35 GHz. So when you really think about it, it's almost double the performance. I know that Intel CPUs are a bit more optimized and they have more overclocking headroom, but when you really think about it, it's actually insane how much value AMD is giving us right now. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys this time. Make sure to comment what you guys are thinking about this in the comments down below. For example, do you think all these specs and prices that have been leaked are completely false, or do you think AMD would do something like this? Also, how do you think Intel is going to respond? Do you think Intel is now forced to bring out an 8-core 16-thread CPU onto the mainstream platform, or do you think that's what they already have planned for the Z390? Make sure to post what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. I do read all my comments and I'm curious as to what you guys think. Also, if you guys like this video, then make sure to drop a like on it, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification if you guys want to be notified every time I post a new video and would like to see more videos just like this one. But until next time, bye.